Hello guys, and yeah, this is a drink review of a drink called, oh god, Red Bull the White Edition. It is kokos och blåbärssmak, so coconut and blueberry flavor. These like colored editions I've actually liked. So we'll see. It's a bit sad that they don't have sugar-free versions of those, because just 100 milliliters of this is 11 grams of carbs. And, well, I'm doing a low-carb diet. So I try to stay like under 20. And I'm talking about net carbs for you Americans. Us, at least here in Sweden, I know a lot of other European, I don't think a single European country doesn't do this, but fibers, even though I think technically there are carbs, we don't count them as carbs in the nutritional thingy. But it has a very, very nice light blue color, and yeah, it smells like coconut. I mean, I don't like coconut flavor. And I don't like the smell of coconut. So I do not have high hopes for this one. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, it is actually pretty good. But the smell is horrific. It does smell like coconut, but damn, I hate that coconut smell. But the taste is good, so I guess it doesn't really have like a very strong coconut taste. There is a coconut taste there, which even if I wasn't on low carb diet, I wouldn't buy it again. It's not that good because of the coconut, but it's good. All right. Some comments now. Oh god. Let's see. Let's start off with this comment by Lazul. Understandable. Thanks for answering my question. Has Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord had any interesting updates? I answered a comment that I said not that I know of, and yeah, the answer is still not that I know of, but I do plan on giving Mountain Blade another go later or mid this year to see, well, how far have they come with Mountain Blade. Because the thing about Mountain Blade games is they're so good with mods. They are so good with mods. But the problem I had with Bannerlord was that because it's constantly being updated all the time, mods don't last. Mods, they keep breaking and you'll have to start over. Your save file gets corrupted. It was very annoying. So I'm gonna try the game, just the base game by itself. And then I'll see how it is with the modding scene. Is it more stable at the moment? Not when I say the modding scene, I don't mean the modders themselves. I mean the game. Is it getting like enough updates to where mods will be destroyed, or it's gonna be like Mountain Blade. God, what was that called? Warband. There we go. Where it's like super stable and like almost perfect. I do say almost perfect because I actually really like how Bannerlord looks. It really helps a lot. And there are a decent amount of just like quality of life things, and yeah, I think Bannerlord has a really big potential being probably better than Warband. But I don't know. I haven't played it since I last did a video, so who knows. And that was probably like a year ago, maybe. Let's see. A comment by Ir. I'm pretty sure I haven't answered these. A comment by Ir. Sadly, don't have much to come up with. Contemplating. Oh yeah, the comment by Lazul was on Drink review Celsius crispy pear, and this comment by Ir is on the video Daughters of Khaine project. Number 1, planning a paint scheme. So in that video I asked like ask people to like give me like some suggestions or maybe like help me brainstorm a little of a winter theme scheme. Yeah, a winter paint scheme for my daughters. At the moment, I'm not entirely sure what I want still, but I'll work on it. I don't want to paint yellow, so I did talk a little bit like, oh, maybe I'll do like a color scheme, kind of like, because they're gonna be winter theme. I thought like, oh, I'll look at some like Swedish Stormaktiden here in Sweden. Great Era of Power, I think is what it's called. Sweden's Great Era of Power, something like that. Like maybe I'll use that as an inspiration for when it comes to the paint scheme, obviously, because these girls do not use pikes, they don't use guns, and I don't know if I want to paint that much blonde hair, because blonde hair is the hardest to paint. I would rather do white hair, because white hair is actually really easy. Probably the easiest. But anyway. But let's read the comments. I don't have much to come up with. Contemplating painting some Vanguard Stormcast, as I like the animals so much. But if I had to choose something, I'd probably go with a black metal-esque look with pale skin, dark metal black hair, etc. Best of luck in your process. Comfy 30 minutes of ramble ASMR. Black metal, pale skin. So a bit like, okay, I'll look some of that up. Just see. I mean, it could be something to do, because I don't want to paint them red, like I said, because I plan on painting my Astra Militarum or my Imperial Guard as like red. When I go back to like repainting them again, like they will be mostly red, maybe red gray, because I think I'm gonna do them like city fighters, like so their bases will be like just metal shit, it's gonna be like a dystopian thing. Yeah, and my Seraphon are gonna be green, like the main color. So green and red are out. Which is probably why I'm like, oh, maybe blue then. But okay, that's a discussion for another video. Sakarias Dani, I already answered that, but he asked Warhammer 3 trailer when? Oh, Warhammer 3 trailer reaction when? And I already did one. This was on the members only. This was a comment by Ir. I get easily demotivated if I buy even a start collecting box. So don't think I could ever get a Battle Force like this. Best of luck. And that was on members only, opening the Devoted of Khaine box and rambling. Obviously it was a members only video I did. Yeah, I think that is actually, a video idea that I'm probably gonna do a video idea I'm gonna do a video on. It's an idea that I'm gonna do a video on called sprue shock. Like if you get too many sprues in your face, you get like overwhelmed. And I think to me, it's like a thing in the hobby that is like under talked about. Just the absolute shock of all these sprues or having a too big of a backlog. It does demotivate you, and it, like, I experienced that as well, which is why, like I said, I'm not gonna buy anything until I'm like through with what I have. I'm not gonna buy anything until I'm at least done with the boxes of the Daughters of Khaine, like I have, and all the start collecting and the battle force of the Seraphon that I have. Only then will I even think about buying something. And even then, even if I do those, like, how many models are like hundreds of models? Like, it is probably closer to like 100 something models. I still have all my fucking Imperial Guard that are all in like bits scattered everywhere because I had built them, and then I was like, I don't like that. Strip them, build them again, strip them, build them again, strip them. My Imperial Guard, I probably repainted them like 9 times. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I hate myself. Especially when it comes to my Astromech, because I really, really like the Imperial Guard, but I need to find that paint scheme and stick with it. And not fucking strip them. Let's see. Lazul, Lord Andreas. That was on Total War Warhammer 3 announced trailer. Conquer Your Demons reaction video. Maybe a like Lordling Andreas, because I think Lord is too like, you have to be very involved, I guess, when you're a Lord. I would rather have a position where I will benefit a lot, but I don't have to do anything. And Ir, on the same video as Lazul's comment. A lot of people seem wary that having Cathay instead of something like Chaos Dwarves or Ogres is pandering to the Chinese market. Personally, don't care for Total War myself. The old world team working with Creative Assembly is probably to prime people for the old world models. And showing the current plastic rated demons is to have kits work in between games. Yeah, that's probably the case. And also, the demon models have always been like for both systems. Yeah. Just like it is in AOS right now, like the demon models working in Age of Sigmar, they're working 40k, and it was the exact same with fantasy battles and 40k. There might be some exceptions to the rule, of course. Like, for example, I don't think the Soul Grinder should be in Age of Sigmar. Maybe it's even a Legends model at the moment. I don't know. But, well, I guess in Age of Sigmar the Soul Grinder could work actually. Yeah, if you go like, oh, this is a bit more like a shaman demon thing, yeah, I could see it working. But I could not see that in like, well, it is demon stuff, like when it comes to like the warp and demons things, I mean, everything is possible. Yeah, but then about the comments, Cathay is, people say, I don't know, I think it's a cool thing. like, I don't know anything about Cathay. And in the Total War games, I mean, I tend to like playing the human faction, so it's fantasy in it. But I do also like playing orcs. I think orcs are the only race I ever defeated on Legendary, I think it was. Yeah, I would never try something like that with anything other than orcs. Oh god. And if they're pandering to the Chinese market, I guess it's a good thing. Because maybe we will get some more attractive females. I mean, isn't that like how you pander to the Chinese market? No, but I don't think they're doing Cathay to pander to the Chinese market, because would the Chinese really be interested in a British interpretation of translated Chinese myths? Like, and then after that, they also add, some more of like just fantasy elements from, to make it like a bit more original. So would the Chinese market really care for that? I mean, Chinese market, aren't they pretty nationalistic and want things, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just what they wanted to do, because I think I've read, and I don't know, like they're planning on doing 4 chaos factions in the beginning. Like it's gonna be like 7 or 8 new factions in the base Total War 3, and it's gonna be Kislev, Cathay, followers of Khorne, followers of Zine, followers of Nesh, followers of Nurgle. Like, if they would have removed Cathay and put in, like, example, Chaos Dwarfs, there would have been 5 Chaos factions versus a single just Order faction, like. I think it's a bit unbalanced there. I do think that they should, like, I know fantasy battles don't do the, like, oh god, the allegiances like Age of Sigmar does, for example, like allegiance of order, chaos, destruction, blah blah blah, dead. But I would like to see like something for each. Like, alright, getting those 4 chaos faction, that's fine. Actually, I really like that they are, if they're gonna do it, that they are gonna split them up and focus on, alright, this is the Slaanesh faction, this is the blah blah blah. I think that's good, giving them, so it's not just undivided. I guess what they should do with that, it maybe redo or rework the followers of chaos, and maybe make them into the undivided faction. Like Archaon's faction of chaos will be the undivided. That could be good. But I would like to see, like, maybe, Ogre Kingdoms would have been good to have as well as Kislev and Cathay. Because they could be like more of like the destruction, even though the Ogre Kingdoms, I mean, they're very neutral. Like, they would work for anyone, even Chaos, so I think they wanted to have a bit more just good factions. And that's why they decided to go for Cathay and Kislev. Because like they're good factions that are not the Empire. Yeah, that's that. By Ribs. Let's see. Yeah, and men like attractive people too, lol. It's just obvious. Well, don't worry. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, the video that I made called You Don't Deserve Better, which is a video where I said that just because, like, when someone asks to go out and, like, in that video, it was pretty like recently, like someone when I went to school had like asked a girl out, and obviously he asked a girl out that was like way above his league, and then she said in front of the class like, "Du förtjänar någon bättre," which means you deserve someone better. I was like, I wanted to laugh, but I couldn't, because I mean the guy who asked that, he wasn't an asshole. I mean, he was a good kid. He was a good guy, but I just wanted to laugh. Because you don't deserve better. I mean, I think obviously when someone says that to someone who asks them out, it's just like a nice way to just say no. But I think it's better just say no. Like, no, I don't feel that way. Like saying, you deserve better. Oh God. Like, I think that's so. Like. But I talked about it in the video, and for the people who get that, like, you don't deserve better, alright? Like, who do you think you are? You know, you're like... No, I don't really remember 100% what I said in the video, but I'm pretty sure I agree with everything. But what your comment is, I think you misunderstood the entire video, because your comment was, yeah, and men like attractive people too, lol, which, yes, obviously. I think everyone likes people that they are attracted to. Like, it's obvious, yes. Then he said, well, don't worry, I met lonely women with personality. Peahc sister women, oh God. They have like 2 or 3 not internet friends. They want to have friends, but they are scared of fake friends who only see potential girlfriends. One of them had a crush on me, probably since I was one of the few non-internet friends she had. An unattractive, fat, heavily autistic chick. I felt bad. I thought I was taking advantage of her disability if I went with her. I learned later that that was what they call ableist. But now I think she may have a future as a VTuber. As long as she never does a face reveal, she has a retarded voice that sounds funny, and that's cute. That's popular, right? Oh God. That's a lot of information, and yeah, I think you completely misunderstood the video. But I also said, like, why would you feel bad unless you did take advantage of an autistic girl, autistic chick? Like, so yeah, I would say that was ableism, yes. Unless, obviously, you did take advantage of her. If you did, then I wouldn't call it ableism. I would just call it that you took advantage of someone. But I mean, I don't know, what can I answer to that comment other than I don't think it had anything to do with the video itself. But who knows, I could be wrong. I mean, how old is this video? Let's check. Or how long was it since I uploaded this video? Alright, 2018, so like 3 years ago. So, yeah. Who knows what I said in that video. Alright. But I know I did not say, like, anything to have to do with that comment. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to answer that comment. Alright, another comment by the same user. Holy shit, dude. I haven't checked your channel since MLP ended. How did you did? I mean, you're still alive, but I heard there is sequels. Did you get any of that? I'm too lazy to check more videos about the topic, so I understand if you're too lazy to explain, lol. And excuse me. And that was on my video called My COVID Test Was Positive. I mean, by the time I did that video, I think I think it was like the most of the like bad things was like over. Like I think, like I said in the video, where I had like hard to breathe and like pain in my chest and blah blah blah. That lasted for like 10 days. And after that, yeah, I haven't had anything like that ever since. Has it done lasting damage on my lungs and all that? I don't know. I mean, I haven't had like super good like lungs and all that to begin with. Yeah, so I don't know. I do sometimes I feel like, oh god, I become like all like out of breath very easily, blah blah blah. But I had that even before I got COVID. So did COVID make it worse? I don't know. So that is what it is. Like the actual intense symptoms for me, which was like hard to breathe, pain in my chest, and coughing, lasted around 10 days. Let's see, Alexander Leiko. Your hair and beard are growing back. I think it is better when it's long. It gives you character. With short hair, you're just another NPC. Total War Warhammer 3 announced trailer. Conquer Your Demons reaction. Man, I would love to be an NPC actually. Just not have to think about anything, just knowing exactly what to do. And just... yeah, that would actually be nice. So maybe I'll keep it short. Well, I do plan on keeping it short for this year. Because it's much easier to take care of this short hair. So, yeah. But, yeah, my hair and beard are growing back. It tends to do that with time. And I also agree that it does look better when it's long. But when it's long, it's annoying as well, so... at this point in life, I don't know, like now when I know how much easier it is with this short hair rather than the long, it's kind of like, oh god, do I want to go back? Not at the moment. Maybe when my life gets a little bit better, well, I should say if life gets better and all that, maybe I'll go back to longer hair. I probably won't go back to like the super long like I did. I'll probably go back to like something like this, you know. And then the last comment is by Willyrex Negro, and that was on review of my big old horse pussy Friendship is Plastic 2-hole male masturbator video. And the comment is, yeah, you look like the kind of person who would have something like this. Thank you. Yeah, I will say one weird thing about specifically that video and all that is that it is people who are searching for the term like horse pussy and things like that. And then when they found a video about it, they leave these types of comments. Like, come on dude, I know why, I know how you found my video. I can see that 95% of the traffic to this video is from people actively searching for, you know, things related to the actual title, you know. Like, you're not fooling anyone. But I would recommend it still. Even though I will be honest, I have not used... you can probably see them there. Oh yeah, you can see them. Oh god, come on. There we go. There. I have not used them in probably 2 years. I don't think I used them at all during 2020. No, I know I did not use them at all during 2020. And I think like the last time I used them were probably somewhere mid 2019, maybe. So yeah, I mean, and it's not because they don't feel good. I mean, the Friendship is Plastic does feel good. It is really good actually. And the La Boca Velita is also okay. I think it's a good like warm up and a cool down after you use, because I would not recommend the Bad Dragon. The Bad Dragon I would not recommend. And it was also the most expensive of those three. It's too small. I did not know any better when I made that video, because I've only used by that time like super cheap ones. It like breaks very quick. So now I got one that was like pretty robust and it was like super super tight. I was like, yeah, this is good. But then when I got others that fit much better, so I guess that would be my recommendation when getting like aids, sex toys and stuff like that, would be try and find something that fits. Don't go too tight, don't go too loose. I think the best thing is to just find the right size for you. And the Friendship is Plastic is the right size for me. So, even though I haven't used it in 8 years, because I can't bother anymore with the cleanup and all that with them. Like, oh god, I am not in the shape at the moment to do the amount of cleanup that I do with them. Maybe I do a bit more than you probably should, but I need to have it hygienic. I cannot handle, those. Oh god, I don't even want to think about it. Like the disgusting shit that some people do with this. Like, come on, it's on your body. You really need to take care of it. I mean, look at me. I take fucking care, and I'm already like this. Like, if I didn't take care of my hygiene, holy shit, I would be probably dead by now. Because I am very, very prone to infections and inflammations and all that. Like, but yeah. Which is probably one reason why I also really like having short hair compared to long. Because of the fact that I clean myself very, very often. But yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is 32 minutes, 33 minutes. Oy vey.